Ah! Ah! Chat! Ah! How's it going? How's it going? Hold on. I can't see you. My OBS updated and I can't see chat. I don't know why it's not a window, so I have to pull you up separately. Give me a second. Don't worry, I'll get it. I will get you up so I can see you, because you are so important to me. Okay. Hi, how's it going? Hold on. I gotta... Ooh. It's all going so wrong. There we go. There I am. How's it going? RIP my Smash Your Pass stream. The stuff keeps crashing. I can't do it today. Seth, how's it going? No Smasher Pass today. Which is so unfortunate. I've been working so hard on getting everything set up. It's fine. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna happen. But we're gonna do some emotes instead. I have to, what's the size of, ooh, wow, that's both earbuds in? No thank you, can't do that. What's the size that they need to be? I haven't drawn emotes in a minute. I haven't, as you can tell, my emotes, if you look at them, hold on. I actually don't have any of them saved on my computer at this moment. This is really, oh, this is something. But I haven't updated my emotes in a minute, so let me figure out how big they need to be so I can set up the canvas. But how's everyone doing? How's it going? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. I see. Let me fix the canvas and then we'll get started. I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do, but I would like to change all of my emotes. They feel kind of dated. They are 2021, 2022 We are in 2023. We need to update these. Oh, how do I fix the canvas size on here? Canvas size. Oh, this canvas is so large. Maybe that's why something else wasn't. Whoa, yeah, that's because that's so small. That is so small. But you know what? It's gonna go great. It's gonna be amazing. Okay. Hold on, let me pull you guys back up. I've never drawn on stream before. I'm so nervy. I'm so nervy. Is the music too loud? I can't actually tell, because it might be quieter for me than it is for you guys. The glasses also might be coming off in a second because I cannot keep pushing them off. The music's good? Okay, okay. Good. Amazing. Okay. Here we go. What should we do for the first one? We gotta do something on brand. We gotta do something that fits the M Against the World brand. What is my branding? You know what? No, I've changed my mind. Here's what we gotta do. We gotta start with my boy Bernard. Elmo Fire, but it's M. That would also be really good. I actually kind of want to do that one too. I think you were overestimating my drawing abilities. Yeah, Bernard, hold on. Bernard. I've been wanting to make Bernard into an emote for so long. My jackalope. Bernard deserves his own emote. You don't call, he's not a reindeer. He's not a reindeer. He's not, yes, he's a very sweet, lovable jackalope. He's a very sweet and lovable jackalope. And we're gonna art him right now. We're gonna set him right here. He's right here. And we're gonna art him. He'll be the first emote we draw today. Okay. So, I'm really nervous. I've never drawn 4 people while they're watching before. So this might go really wrong or really right. So we'll see what happens. I am gonna start, I normally start with like a color. Oh, I don't want it on that. Hold on, let's move everything forward because I'm about to be leaning into this. Okay. Bernard, I'm moving Bernard over here. So he's right next to me. Okay. Here's what I think we'll do. We'll do a rough sketch. Okay? And then we'll see how it looks and decide if we're gonna stick with it before I get too committed. So, he's got a very round face. I'm gonna zoom in. Round, oh wow, that's too big of a, we'll go down to that, that'll be fine. That's really big still. This canvas size is so small. Hold on. Give me a second. I know the finished one has to be 112 by 112, I think. If I was looking at the right thing, but I'm gonna make it a little bit larger. We're gonna double the size, so it's a little bit easier to draw on here. Okay, yeah. Okay, we also can delete this white layer. There we go. Now we can try this. Let's try again. Off to a rough start. Okay, so we're drawing Bernard. Bernard, my beloved. He is going to look fantastic, but he's got a cute little round face. Little Bernard. This also isn't my good stylus. Oh god. It's got like a rip in it. But my good stylus is in my roommate's room, and I don't feel like going to get it right now. I don't feel like getting it. It's fine. It'll be fine. This is a great circle. We're off to a great start. Yes, Bernard is the best boy. He is the love of my life. The only man I truly need. Okay, so he's got a little round face, and then he's got a little nose like this. Cute little nose. A little smile. Look, he's smiling. And then he's got little eyes. So he's got little white patches around his eyes. So let's do those white patches and then little, oh god, that's terrifying. Little eyes like that, kind of like panda. Okay, his face isn't quite this round. I'm gonna fix it. It's gonna be fine. I think I might be better off drawing with my finger, if I'm gonna be completely honest. But I'm already committed to this, so we're gonna stick with it. This is just the rough sketch. It's gonna be okay. We can fix it as we go. His head is also not that big. We'll leave his face here and we'll try again. You know, I'm kind of in like an artsy mood. In one of my classes, we're doing a lot of drawing. It's not even a drawing class. It's a writing class. But we have to draw so much. It looks, wow. That's a really bright purple. My screen, that purple looks totally different on my screen versus my first monitor versus my second. Why is the coloring so different on the two screens? Is that why? Wow. I'm so confused. You know, it's fine. We're just gonna, okay, then he's got his little antlers like this. Antlers for Bernard. It's okay. This is not like the actual color he's gonna be. It's gonna be okay. He's not gonna be this bright purple. This is just like this is like our rough sketch. I always do it in like a bright color so I can switch it. Don't follow me for an art tutorial. I'm just saying that right now. This isn't my main media. This isn't what I do normally. Okay, then he's got cute little rabbit ears because he's a jackalope. Yeah. He's got his little rabbit ears because he's a jackalope. The cutest jackalope. He's got his little body. His little feet. His little, oh, that does not look like a foot. Let's rethink this. With fire! Oh yeah, that is my branding. Okay, and then he's got his little rabbit tail because he's a jackalope. Oh, look at him, he's so cute. It looks just like him. Look, I did so good. We'll move the mic. It's Bernard. Okay, he also has this white patch right here. So we'll do a little doodle for that. And I'll do his little foot. That does not look, this is so sus. But I swear it's his, nope. We're gonna disregard the feet. He doesn't have back feet anymore. Bernard no longer has back feet. He no longer has back feet. Oh my god. This is so good already. Okay. So we're gonna do a new layer. We're gonna now, okay. How am I gonna do this? So my last emotes, they all had black outlines. Hold on, let's see if I can pull up my emotes. You guys can get a behind the scenes look at my emotes maybe, if I can get it pulled up. So it's under this. Nope, where is it under? I actually don't remember. I always struggle with this part. Bop, bop, bop. Here they are. Okay. You can't really see them. We can't really see them. Okay. You know what? It's okay. We don't have to pull them up, I guess. Maybe do I have them saved somewhere? This is not really important, but it kind of is. It is a little bit. Well, okay. No, wait. I have one on my OBS saved. Hold on. We're gonna switch screens. I'm so sorry. This is so off task. Okay, let's... Yeah, because I've got it right here. If we go to this screen, hold on. Ignore what it says. Ignore Nick Jonas too. But yeah, that's what one of my emotes is. Hold on. Let me make this bigger for me. Okay, so it looks like, I remember when I originally did them, they had like, black outlines, but it looks like I went through and I fixed this one, so it doesn't have black outlines. So I want to redo it because I don't have hair like that anymore. I don't look like that. That's not my branding anymore. I'm a new person. I'm a new person, guys. So I need to do them. But I really like that one. That one I won't be redoing on stream. I'll be just going through and fixing that one. I have other ones too. I just don't know how to get to them. I don't have them saved. I don't have them saved, guys. But it's okay. It's fine, I guess. Okay. So they don't have black outlines. The outline I did on it was a darker color of the base tone. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of color him in, and please don't follow me for drawing tutorial. This is me just making this up on the spot, but I think I'm gonna like color him in with the colors I want him to be, and then go through and do the outline afterwards, if that makes sense. And then I can add like shading and stuff as I go. Glasses are coming off. They keep falling on my face. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. That's a good plan, right? Right? Kind of makes sense. Kind of makes sense a little bit, because I got like the base drawing. And this is basically how I want him to look. Okay, yeah, I say we do that. Whoa, I just opened up something. Hold on. Sorry, I lost sight of what I was doing. There we go. Okay. So we need a Bernard color. He's like brown. He's like a very lovable brown color. So I think he's like a grayish brown. Done. Is that? It's hard to tell. My lighting's really purple. Here. That's a pretty Bernard color. That's essentially the same color as him. Yeah. I think that could be the color. Wow, this lighting makes me look like I haven't slept in 8 days. Back to purple. We don't like other colors. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this color. This will be the color Bernard. This will be the Bernard color. Amazing. Okay, we're just gonna hope for the best. I'm gonna color inside the lines. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm scared of the bucket tool. It scares me a lot. So I'm just gonna color inside the lines. Actually, we're gonna try the bucket tool. I lied. Sorry, I keep lying. Ah! That was scary. Yeah, that's looking very Bernardy. 8 days is very Oh, I had to remember when I said 8 days. I couldn't remember. I have slept in the last 8 days. I will say that. And I've never gone 8 days without sleep. It's fine. Okay. Amazing. He's got a little brown on the top of his tail. His little rabbit tail. And then we gotta get his ears. His ears. Bernard ears. No, I swear. I've slept in the last 8 days, and I've never gone, oh, that's why I'm scared of the bucket tool. I've never gone more than 8 days without sleep. Okay. That was not in his ear. Okay. Look at it, he's looking more Bernard by the second. He's so good looking, my little dude. Okay, now we need white. Or not white, but like a whiter color because he's got the little white spots. I don't want it to be bright white though. I've never gone more than 8 days without sleeping. Ah, I lost my earbud. That is correct. I've never gone more than 8 days without sleeping. I mean, I've never gone, more than, I've never gone more, I'm thinking. Yeah, I've never gone more than 3 days without sleeping. Yeah, oh my god, this lighting also makes me look like I haven't slept in 8 days. I had so much sleep today too. I slept in so late. I don't know what's going on. It's fine. Whatever. Okay. Time for the white bits. Oh, I didn't decide what color white I'm doing yet. What am I doing? Okay. Pull up the color wheel. So right now it's just pure white. Very far end corner of the thing. Longest you own is 39 hours. Saf, what are you? Don't do that. I worry about you across the pond. Okay. We're gonna, here's what I'm gonna do. No! Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this color, and then I'm gonna, ooh, take it up to the brightest it'll go. And that should be good, right? That should be right. Oh no, that just looks like the wrong color completely. Okay, we want less red in it then. Lower the red. Aggressive clicking. You know what, that's completely valid. I think I've gone something similar to that. When I don't know how many of you guys were around when I'm Against the World first started, but I was crazy then. Ooh, that is way too blue. That is way too blue. Okay. Blue, green. This is way too green. What am I? We're just gonna call it there. That's a little gray. A little bit gray. There we go. I like that. Yeah, that's a Bernard shade. That's classic Bernard right there. Back when I'm Against the World was still a very early channel, I used to stream a lot more than I do, and I used to stream for very long times. And that's because I was working 2 jobs, and one of my jobs was a desk clerk shift at my building, and my shift was 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. And I couldn't fall asleep and wake up by 4 a.m. at that point in my life because I just had a weird sleep schedule, so I would stay up until my shift. And then I couldn't even go to bed after my shift because I'd have class at 9, and if I tried to take a nap or go to sleep, I would sleep through my class. So I would stay up until the following night. So it would be, I'd wake up in the morning of the day I had before I had to work. I'd wake up around like 9 or 10, depending on what time my class was that day, and I'd stay up. I'd stay up until my shift at 4 a.m. I'd work my 4 to 7 shift at the front desk, and then after that, I would grab a coffee. I'd go to class. I'd had class until, let's see, it was a Tuesday, Thursday class, and it was at 9 in the morning, and it would last like an hour and a half-ish, because I only had it twice a week. And then after that, I would normally have work at my other job. So I'd go to my other job, and then I wouldn't go to sleep until I got my homework done that night, which would end up being around 8 p.m. So that would be like, I don't know how many hours that is. Sometimes I went a few days without it, though. I don't do that anymore. I definitely get better sleep now. It's because I sleep all the time, just random times. I'll take naps. But yeah, I don't recommend. Don't follow that. But I would stream for like hours and hours. Like if I thought I was gonna fall asleep before my shift, I would literally just stay up and I'd stream. That was in my Bed Wars days when all I did was play Bed Wars with Core 4. Oh, I miss Core 4. We used to stream together all the time. They never actually became streamers. They were going to, and then they decided they didn't want to. And I was like, you know what, that's fair. Okay. He's looking more and more like Bernard by the minute. Ah. I love him. I love him. Yeah, it's about the same. I try not to mess up my sleep schedule too much because, like, I'd end up falling asleep in my classes. Like, I had this one class that I slept through all the time. This was, like, during the vid, too, so it would be, like, most of my classes were online. My one class that I'd normally go to after I worked was my only in-person class that semester, so I, like, could not fall asleep during that class. There was one day. Oh, this is one of my favorite and also most horrifying stories. This is a cautionary tale on why you shouldn't drink caffeine, like a crazy amount of caffeine. This was like, I was super addicted to caffeine. There was one night, one of my old roommates, she worked at Dunkin', and at the end of her shift, she knew I was staying up all night. So she brought me this cup of like iced coffee with my favorite flavor, and she brought a bunch of espresso shots, and she said, this is like 6 or 7 espresso shots in here. You can add however much you want to your coffee. And I was like, all right, bet. I added all, the whole thing. I dumped the whole thing in there. Then I drank that whole thing. Drank it on stream. I was streaming. I drank the whole thing on stream within like an hour of me streaming because I realized I was getting tired. And then when I finished drinking it, the first thing I did was grab my Monster I had sitting on my desk that I had bought to drink that night, cracked it open, and drank that too. And I had so much caffeine in my system, I was like shaking. I thought I was gonna die. I thought I was going to die. It was so scary. It was so scary. Don't do that. Don't copy me. That was 7 espresso shots and then a whole can of Monster. I was like shaking. I was so caffeinated and my heart was racing so much. I went to my class that morning after I got off my shift. I was shaking my whole shift. I thought I was gonna have to go to the hospital. I went to my class and I'm sitting in the back of class and it's with one of my favorite professors, and he was like, hey dude, I know you work the 4 a.m. shift, so we're not doing anything super important in class today, so like if you need to take a nap in the back of class, like feel free. Like, I'm not gonna be mad if you take a nap. No one's gonna judge. I was like, I really appreciate that sentiment, but look how much my hands are shaking. My hands were like shaking. And he was like, what happened? I was like, dude, I drank so much caffeine. I have too much caffeine in my system. I think I might die. He was like, you know what? Let's get some water. I'm gonna get you some water and you just chill. You just chill. You do not do anything. Do not do anything that's gonna elevate your heart rate. And I sat in that back of the class and I did not do anything. I did not do anything. I was so scared. I really thought I was gonna die. And that caffeine did not wear off. I did not stop feeling like my heart was gonna explode until like 9 p.m. that night. It was awful. It was so bad. Oh yeah, he's such a chill professor. He's so cool. I've probably talked about him before. What? I know, it's bad. I don't do it anymore. I've gotten better about my caffeine intake. I still have a caffeine addiction, but it's a lot better now. I do work at a coffee shop, which doesn't help, but I'm more aware of it. I try to take in less and less caffeine every time I work. And I've been doing pretty good about it. So, he's coloring his antlers. Little Bernard antlers. Hi, welcome to the stream. How's it going? What's going on? I was just telling a story about how I almost died. Well, I guess I didn't almost die. Coffee's good, Saf. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, I may be addicted to it. But you know what? Who isn't addicted to caffeine? That's what I want to know. I'm doing pretty good. I'm almost done with this one. I just have to do the outline now. Ignore how bright the purple is. We're not going to talk about it. It's Bernard. Not if you put sugar in it, Saf. Bernard. Okay. Here's what we're going to do now. This is going to be scary. Ah! That's terrifying. Don't do that. We're not going to do that. Okay, we're going to do the little black bits on his face, so his eyes and his nose. Oh, you found me through TikTok? That's awesome. I don't have a lot of people come over from my TikTok, So it's always cool to see my TikTok friends. Welcome in. Okay. His little nose. His little Bernard nose. Oh, look at his little Bernard smile. He's so cute. I love Bernard. Seth, you can add however much sugar you want to make the coffee taste better. My go-to coffee order is a white mocha with blonde espresso, ristretto shots, so that's more refined caffeine, and it means that I feel like I can put less shots in there. And then I get it with oat milk. Well, I like sweet coffee, but like, you put in like creamer and you put in like sugar, and then it's better. And then you just like, you have to figure out what your balance is. I like, if I'm drinking like straight coffee and not like a latte or something, I get like, I put in like a splash of like oat milk. Yeah, like half and half. It's like a sweet milk. No, I mean creamer. It's like a sugary milk. Do you not have creamer in the UK? Is that not a thing? But you can use milk as like a creamer substitute. Yeah, so it's like a sweet milk, basically. It's milk or milk or other milks. Well, I like oat milk in my coffee, and I like it with honey and with cinnamon. I think that's the best way to have it. Like a splash of oat milk, some honey, and some cinnamon. That's what I've learned. If I'm gonna drink like coffee, like brewed coffee, but if I'm gonna have a latte, then I'm gonna have my white mocha. But it also changes depending on like what I'm feeling, you know. Okay, we're gonna redo these eyes because I'm not in love with them. You have hot chocolate? Well then maybe. I'm not trying to convert you to being addicted to caffeine, but maybe you could try like a mocha. Maybe you'd like a mocha. Or sorry, a mucka. However you say it over there. You might like it with like the mocha syrup and stuff. Cause it's still coffee, so it's still gonna be kind of bitter, but at least it's more like the hot chocolate that you have. You're spelling it out for me, but mocha. Mocha. It's pronounced mocha. I still, the first phonetic spelling you did of it, I still pronounce as mocha. So I don't know what you want from me. I really don't know what you want from me, Seth. I don't know what it is that you want. Because it's still mocha. It's still... Oh. You're not making any sense. You know what? I'm gonna go on pronouncing mocha however I feel like pronouncing mocha. Okay? I don't have to worry about it. This is how we pronounce it. This is how I pronounce it every day. And you know what? It's worked for me so far. And you know what? That's what matters. That is what matters. Okay, we're doing his little outline now. Because maybe if we finish this, I can... It won't be able to be used today, but I can upload it today, and then it should be ready by the next stream, because it has to get approved. Which is the painful part. Okay. But we get the outline done, we do some shading, and then he will be done. Love of my life, Bernard. Everything's better with Bernard, I think. His little feet. His little Bernard feet. And then we can try a little bit more of a challenging emote, I think. Something a little bit more M. Not that Bernard's not M, but he's Bernard. He's his own guy. He's his own little guy. He's just a happy little guy. Okay, and now we gotta do the lining for the white color. So let's do that. And we'll do a little bit darker right there. We'll do a second layer so it's not, if I'm, shit, I fucked up. Okay, boom, boom. Boom. Looking good. Looking good. Oh, maybe I should put the white underneath the brown. Yeah. That's how it should go. And then we'll do his little eyes. And then we'll like go through and fix any of the stuff that isn't filled in. How's that sound? Oh, I still gotta outline his antlers too. I forgot about his antlers, if I'm gonna be completely honest. You know what? It's not looking half bad. It's not half bad. Let me fix those antlers. I also, you know what else I have to update? I have to update my channel trailer. Because I realized I made a channel trailer for how my channel, like my Twitch used to be, and it's a lot different than it was when I made the trailer. So I need to, like, I think there's some aspects of it that are still true to what my channel's about, but there's some things that it's, like, missing. Okay, we'll do this. I also need to make a YouTube channel. You know what I haven't done? I haven't edited my December vlog yet. No. I gotta do that. I gotta do that soon. Oh god. I forgot about that. It's almost the end of January. We're halfway through January already. And I still haven't edited the December vlog. I haven't even started. The clips aren't even on my computer. I should have done that on my day off from school, but you know what I did? I played Minecraft, and I didn't even stream it. I was supposed to stream, and then my internet wasn't working right, and it was just a whole thing. Why does Bernard look kind of scuffed now? How did this happen? He was looking so good. What happened? What did I do? Let me just color him a little bit. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. It's all gonna be okay. You know what? I feel like this is still missing something. It's still missing something. He looks a little Webkinsy. You know? You know what I mean? He's looking a little bit like a Webkins. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but I don't know if it's a good thing. Whoa, that eraser is really large. I don't know if I want him to look like a Webkins. You know? I gotta add something. There's something missing. What do we think is missing? I don't know. Shit. Wrong color. Just gotta fill in all of these little white bits. Does he need a hat? I don't know if I like his feet. I kind of hate his feet, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get rid of his feet. So he's just a little blob Bernard. Oh, that was way too big. It's fine. Shit. That's why I can't do things. I should not be trusted to do anything. Oh my god, wait. I kind of like that. He doesn't need feet. He's a jackalope. Why would... Jackalopes don't need feet. Actually, they might need feet. But Bernard doesn't need feet. Look at him. He looks so much cuter already. What else can we add? Oh, we should add little hearts around him. Little purple hearts, obviously. Hold on. Let me do the color code for the official M Against the World purple. I have it taped up right over here because I don't know it off the top of my head. Official M Against the World purple. Shit. My brush is too large. Give me a second. He needs more hearts. He needs more hearts. But I don't want more purple hearts. Let's do... Isn't that a song? I feel like that's a song. No, that was a movie I watched. Movie I did not like. Don't ask me about it. I'll get mad. Shit. I hit the cancel button. Oh god. Oh god. My hands are shaking. Why are my hands shaking? Just typing in a color code. Okay, the official M Against the World red. It's called Purple Hearts. I didn't like it. Some people liked it. My mom liked it. It's like a movie that moms would like, I guess. I didn't like it. Oh, that was a bad heart. That heart was not good. I like that heart. That's a good heart. Those are the Valentine's Day colors, aren't they? He looks all Valentine's Day-y. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna all be fine. Everything's gonna be okay. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's all fine. It's all fine. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Okay, that one's better. That one's better. Oh no! It's missing something still. Orange hearts? Might as well just finish out the 3 M Against the World official colors. You guys are getting the color codes to the official M Against the World branding. That's not the right color code. I mixed up 2 of them. If you guys want to use it, I don't know. It's not like commercialized or anything. It's just the colors that I stuck with. I think they look neat. Okay, I don't like this one. We'll get rid of that one. I don't like that one. Okay, but I think those other 2 look nice. Yeah. Oh, that one's... These hearts are really large. Why did no one tell me that they're large? Okay. But I like the placement of them better. So let's just make them a little bit smaller. Yeah, that's better. What do we think? What do we think? Bernard with his hearts. Or alternatively, we try this. We do a little bit of this. Shit. Color. Boom. Boom. We give him a little heart. Oh, that's not where I want to put the heart. New layer. There we go. Let's put it on the top of everything. Let me fix that. That's all our alternative. What do we think of that one? Do we like that? Or do we like that? Floating hearts or chest heart? I think I like the floating hearts. Yeah, I think those are the move. Okay, we're going to save. Ooh, don't look at this. Pause on the chest heart? We can try that. Okay, so we got his little... That's the wrong color, isn't it? Nope, that's the right color. And we can take this color. Oh, hold on. I shouldn't be doing this on the same layer. My brother lectures me about layering when I'm doing digital art all the time. So I gotta listen to him, I guess. He does it a lot better than me. I'm gonna cry, wait, why is that so cute? Why is he so cute? Wait. I'm gonna cry. I'm obsessed with this. I think this one's the one. I think this one's the one. Hold on. I don't have my stream manager up anymore. I accidentally closed it. That's my bad. Okay, I think this is the one. Let me... Let me export him. Sorry, I was reading something. I'm gonna export him because I am obsessed. Look at this. This is going to be my best emote ever. I don't think I can ever do anything that's gonna top this. Nothing will ever top this emote. Bernard, look at you. I think he loves it. I think he loves it, guys. I think he loves it. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're going to export this bad boy. Let's export. Hold on, I'm gonna move this over here. Yeah, of course he does. He's a Leo just like me. Actually don't know. What's your star sign, Bernard? He's not a Leo. That's what he just told me. Okay, I can make it, this resolution's fine, as long as it's under 1 megabyte. I think that's a megabyte. Actually don't know what any of the abbreviations are, but it's fine. Okay, we're going to move that so you guys don't see all of my stuff, because some of that's secret. What if I accidentally share a secret? I guess I could just transition so you guys can see that. Nope. I hit the transition button too many times. Too many times. Okay. Pictures? Do I have an emote folder? I should have an emote folder, but I do not. Oh, I have one on my hard drive, that's what it is. That's probably why none of my emotes are loaded on my computer, because they're all on my hard drive. Bernard. Save. I think he's exported. I think he's exported. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna upload new standard emote. Upload. Then pictures in emotes. Bernard. Okay. I'm against Bernard. He has been submitted. Yo, wait, actually, I don't have to wait for him to get approved. Guys, which one am I deleting? I'm getting rid of sleep because remove from slot. Because it'll never be as good as Bernard. Slot assignment. Boom. Bernard is now an official emote. He's now an official emote, so if you've subscribed, you can use Bernard. Not. Yep, Bernard is now an official emote. Everybody, look. Then let me go back. Behold the king. Oh, hold on. Can I have to refresh this really quick. Can you guys see Bernard? Can you see he's an offered emote? Yes. Sounds good. Behold the king. Let's go! Bernard, the official I'm against the world emote. That's so exciting. Okay. We got one. How many are we gonna get done? I think we can get another one done. I think we can do another one. So, Saf says we should do the Elmo, but with M. So, here's what I'm thinking. Let me pull up a reference image. Elmo Fire. I feel like this is one that I do with an animated emote though, and I don't know how to do those yet. I have to learn how to do those still. But we can do something similar. Okay? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do an M emote. Are we? This song's kind of rotting my brain a little bit. In a good way. It's all I can think. Oh, it's over. It's okay. Okay, we're gonna open a new project. Let's do this. Pixel 224 by 224. Okay. Shit. I fucked up. I accidentally typed in 20,000 for the height. Okay. What else is something that we can do? Because I want to do the Elmo Fire one, but I want to do that one animated, I think. What ones do I currently have? Because maybe I can redo one of the ones I currently have. I've got, if we look, we take a peek. We're gonna have to decide, and then I have an ad about to start in 8 minutes. So we'll decide before the ad, and then I'll wait till the ad's over maybe to start drawing it, but let's figure it out. So currently, ones that I have to redo, we've got I'm Against the Arson, which is the one where it's a big flame, and I'm like, yeah, arson. We've got one where I'm crying. That one would probably, yeah. I gotta recolor some of them too, because this was my old Minecraft character, and my Minecraft character has gone through a little bit of an update. But what I'm gonna do, what am I gonna do? I really don't know what I'm saying at this point in time. Then we've got M Poggers, which is just me fist pumping, which needs a better name than that. And then we've got me where I'm looking around. I know you want to do the Arson Elmo. Listen, Saf, I know you want to do that. I know you want to do that, and I'm going to. But I think that works as an animated emote, and I have to figure out how to do that. That's not something for me to figure out on stream. You will get it. Don't worry. You will get it. It's a need. I understand. I understand. It will happen. I promise you, I'll make it happen. But I'm not gonna like suddenly learn how to do an animated emote right now. I have to like do some research into that. You know how long it took for me to learn how to make a regular emote? You know what? Maybe we can take something out of some of my favorite streamers' books and have like a snip of my face. And just like, you know, you understand? Hold on. Let's switch so you just see my face. No, because I feel like that's dumb. I mean, sorry, it's not dumb. It's not dumb. But I feel like it's not on brand. My whole branding is I poorly hand drew every single part of my layout. Even my fonts, my handwriting. That's my brand. I'm trying to think. Now that I'm put on the spot, I don't know what my branding is anymore. What is my channel? I don't know. I don't know what I've become. I used to have such cookie cutter branding, which isn't bad. Come on, I can think of something. I can think of something. I need something before the ad, so I can think it out while the ad's playing. I've got 5 minutes. I need other suggestions rather than the Arson Elmo. You will get it, but it's going to be animated because you deserve the best. If you want an emote like that, it's gonna be the best. It's gonna be the best one I can get you, which I cannot do right now on stream. I like just physically cannot get that to happen. I need to do some research and stuff, but you will get it. I promise. Anything for you guys, because technically I never did my 100 sub goal. A shark emote. I do like sharks. I do think sharks are pretty neat. I used to have a sticky note with emote ideas on it and I lost it. What's in my immediate vicinity? Oh, a pride emote. We could do a pride emote. I don't have any of those yet. Let's do an Ace Pride emote. What do we think? What do we think? Ace Pride. Yes? It's a yes? Hold on. I can't figure out which direction my hair wants to go. It wants to go this way. There we go. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. We'll start on the sketch. Oh shit, that's my playlist. Oh, by the way, if you want to follow me on Spotify, you can access the playlist that I'm currently listening to. Not that you want to. We're gonna move it over here though. So that's linked. That's linked in my somewhere. I guess I could send the link in the thingy, but that's a lot of buffering. Okay, anyways, let's do this. Let's start on a sketch. Let's figure out the sketch. What are we? Let's do a blue. This song is scaring me. Grumble volcano. I can't see around something. This one's fine. This one's stressing me out. I feel like I have to speed drop. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's going great. Everything's going fantastic. Hold on. I don't know how I'm supposed to do this one. Cause okay, do we want like me holding the flag in front of me? I can't think. I can't think. This song's stressing me out. This song's stressing. I gotta change it. Okay, this is better. This is better. So I could do like where I'm holding the flag in front of me, or I'm like holding a heart, maybe. But I don't know. I'm not sure. Or maybe flag. Yeah, flag. Not plag. He is copyright. I do like Miraculous. He is my favorite character. But I probably can't use him in any aspect of my branding. He's pretty neat though. He's pretty neat. I guess I could do like a little doodle where I'm holding the flag. By the way, the ad starts in about a minute, so this is your last chance to subscribe before the ad plays. And you know what you can use to subscribe for completely free? You probably don't even know that you have it. You might know that you have it if you watch other streamers who do sellouts for this, but you could subscribe with Twitch Prime. It's completely free if you have your Amazon Prime account attached to your Twitch account. And subscribing really helps out small streamers like myself. I mean, we get like money from the ads, but subscribing definitely helps out a lot more, and I really would appreciate if anyone could subscribe. And yeah, the Twitch Prime's completely free. Subscribe. But yeah, it's the last chance to subscribe before the ad starts. The ad's starting in about 30 seconds. There's nothing I can do. It's part of my contract. I gotta play some ads. But you can avoid them if you subscribe. I'm just saying. I'm gonna start on the doodle though. Right, and then when you guys get back from the ad, I will have something on paper, hopefully. Just let me know when you are back. Bop, bop, bop. Promise, it's a 1 minute ad, so it's relatively short. I'm not gonna hit you with the 3-minute long ads. I would never. I would never. That'd be criminal. People who do that, I get it, but I don't get it. I don't understand. Okay, I'm starting the sketch. Okay. We're going to do like a little face right here. Yeah. With some hair. That's supposed to be my hair. Ooh, yikes. My hair needs improvement. My hair's normally got the floof going up. So we'll do like that. Maybe. Oh god. This is not going good already. I'm already not going good. This is why I always used to wear a hat, because my hair is such a disaster. Okay. And then we'll do my ear. I get ears. How does my old one look? No, I want to know. I want to know how my old one looks. Hold on. Me fighting for my life. I did not have a nose. So guess what? New one, not gonna have a nose. Who needs noses? I don't. There's nothing I would like to be smelling. So we'll do eyes like that. A little smile. Like that. And then little hands reaching out. With the flag. Boom. I did not leave enough room for all the stripes. Yes, I did. Oh god. Okay, we'll start with the bottom one. Let's see. How's that looking? Is that looking okay? I just need to, what am I gonna wear? In my old emotes, I'm wearing a purple flannel with the white t-shirt, which used to be my old character design for my Minecraft character from when I was on the Renegade SMP. But I'm not on that server anymore, and I don't really use that skin that much. So I don't know if I want to stick with that. I do want to stick with the classic M Against the World purple. So maybe we'll do the little M Against the World hoodie. That doesn't exist. I definitely don't have a hoodie in the works. That's crazy. Who would suggest such a thing? Who would suggest such a thing? Not me. I never said anything about a hoodie. Opinions on dark chocolate? I think it's good. It's not my favorite type of chocolate, but I'll eat it. As long as it doesn't have nuts in it, I'll eat it. You know, as long as it won't kill me. There we go. There's a little hoodie. Yeah, I like this. This is cute. Yeah, what do we think? What are we thinking? How's it look? Yeah? I think this eye's a little high. You know what? No, it's not. It's not. It's perfect. It's perfect. I've never seen a more perfect emote sketch. I've never seen a more perfect emo sketch. I am master artist. I am the best at everything I do. Yeah, it adds personality, which I've got plenty of. Okay, so let's figure out the colors that we're gonna use on this. I think, that we're gonna do the M Against the World purple. The hoodie's gonna be the hoodie colors. Yeah, yeah. The hoodie that definitely isn't in the works. It's definitely not in the works. It's not a thing yet. I'm not spoiling anything. I'm not leaking anything. Yes. Okay. I think the main color that's going to be difficult is going to be the skin tone. And then, yeah, I would never leak anything. Me? Leak something? I don't leak anything. I'm a master streamer. I would never leak anything. I would never leak anything. I would never. How dare you guys accuse me of such a thing? I would never do such a thing. I would never. Never. Never ever. Yeah, an M leaking something, not me. Definitely someone else. You got the wrong M here. I've been framed. I would never leak anything. I would never accidentally spoil anything. You know, it's fine. Because I didn't leak anything. M Against the World hoodie, what? Who said something about that? Not me. Never. I would never. Bernard, was it you? God damn. Can't keep his big old mouth shut. I just drew an emote for you. You king. King. He's a king. He deserves a crown. I don't have a crown for him though. You go right there. You stay out of the way. You leaker. You spoiler. You spoiled everything. Poor Bernard. He's getting blamed. He doesn't even know what's going on. He's just here. Okay, we'll do the colors that I know first. So we got the M Against the World purple saved. We'll do that first. So that's gonna be the hood. Oh shit. Oh shit. Shit. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Yeah, Bernard's just a little guy. He's just a little guy. He can never do anything wrong, except when he does. Okay, we're gonna color that in. Okay, boom, boom, boom. You know, I foresee an issue. Actually, it's on the bottom. I don't remember how my own flag goes sometimes. You ever have that issue where you can't remember the colors of your own pride flag? This is the identity I identify with the most, and I can't even remember the colors. What the heck? I know the colors, I just don't remember what order they go in. It's confusing. I get so confused. They are all different. Hold on, I have to check something though, because I can't remember which side is supposed to go with which. So let me pull it up. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. I'm not looking at anything that you guys definitely can't see. I would never spoil anything. Never. Of course not. Of course not. Okay. I'm pulling it up so I can see me trying to figure out which side is which. Yeah, that seems about right. Yep, everything is under control. Okay. Anyways, so this side is going to be, I'm gonna write on this so I don't forget. This side right here. That one's white. This one is black. And then I will also write on the pride colors so I don't forget. So this one's black. I'm turning around to squint at my flag. I have one right next to me. What am I doing? You know what? It's fine. Gray, white, purple. Yes, Saf? How's it going? What's wrong? What's up? I'm not doing anything I shouldn't be doing. Never ever. Never ever. Never ever ever. Oh god. RIP. Saf is filming cosplay videos right now. No, I would never. What? Why does everyone assume I'm leaking everything? I don't leak anything. Nothing. I've never leaked anything in my life. Never ever. Never ever ever. I'm completely positive. I would never. Oh my god. Why is everyone so suspicious of me? I would never do anything wrong. And you remember that. I would never do anything wrong. And you remember. You remember that. Good to know. Okay. Oh, I'm doing this on the wrong thing. I mean... I don't make mistakes. I was doing that on purpose. I was seeing if you guys were paying attention. I was making sure you guys were paying attention. You guys were not paying attention. I was, though. I'm always paying attention. I'm always alert. Yeah. You should be doing better. Oh no. You don't have the... RIP. RIP. You don't have two of the same ears. Sucks. Sorry, that was really mean. I adore you. Please don't quit modding for me. What? I don't know what I would do. Okay. There we go. There's the hoodie. The hoodie's done. It's done. No! You can't give up your... I'm sorry. I'll give you a raise. We can negotiate that later. Heckin'. I gotta give you a raise. You work too hard. You didn't. I do pay you. Don't be spreading this misinformation. Don't be spreading this misinformation. Minecraft rocks. Bet. I will do my best. Okay. so this is black. And then I think I'll do the outline of the flag all black instead of trying to do a darker shade of each color on it, because I think that would just be too difficult for me to achieve. Have you seen me? I don't have that much effort inside my body. Oh god. I have made a mistake. Okay, let me fix this really quick, because this is gonna be there. And we'll do that, and then I'll get rid of that, and we'll fill in this whole thing. Boom. There's one. And then we need gray. I don't know what the official hues of the ace flag are, so we're just gonna pick a gray that looks nice. You know? Yeah, you guys know. You get it. I don't have enough willpower in my body to try and figure out the official gray of the ace flag at this current moment in time. We'll just do one that looks nice. That looks close enough. Yeah, I think it's close enough. This black is overlapping this a little bit. Let's fix that. The aces deserve only the best flag. Okay. Only my best job. Okay, and then we'll do white, which I know it's not just straight white. I know it's like a very, very light gray. So that is not me fighting for my life. Okay. That much I know. I guess I could like find an image of the ace flag and just color steal from there. But that's like so much effort. You know? And I think this is looking pretty good, all things considered. You know, if I do this. Oh, you can't see the rest of me. It's not looking bad. We're getting there. We'll get this finished before the end of the stream. I think it'll be looking fantastic. I don't know about you guys, but it's going lovely. Okay, and now the purple is going to be the hardest one, I think. Because it's like more of a bluer purple than my purple. So we'll take the official M Against the World purple, we'll make it a little bit more blue. Oh, that's a little bit too much blue. Actually, I can't tell. Is that too much blue? I forgot that my screen's a different color slightly. I think that's a good color. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. We'll see, and if it looks bad, we'll just change it. It'll be fine. It's like an easy fix right here. Yeah, it's an easy fix. It's not like it's the whole thing. No, that looks about accurate. I think I accidentally almost nailed it. As someone who wakes up to the sight of this flag every morning, I think this is the right color. Now we just gotta do me. This is gonna be the hardest part. Because it's so hard to capture my awesomeness in a drawing. I'm sorry. Sometimes that Leo comes out. Thank you. I don't need you to boost my ego. Okay. So we'll figure out, let's do the skin tone. This is gonna be the hardest color to capture, I think. Because I can't, again, my saturation's a little bit different on each screen. So I think this is a little bit too light. It's a little yellow, it's a little orangey. I think I need to go more into like the, I can't see what color. My screens are freaking out. That was really scary. I think we'll go with that color. I think that color's a pretty close match. Oh, ignore my desktop. You guys just got to stare at my desktop. Desktop leak. I just leaked my own desktop. I did. Just pretend like you didn't see anything. You saw nothing. You did not see that. You did not. No, I would never leak anything. I'd never dox anything. Never. But while we're off track for a second, if ignoring all my applications, if we look at this image, you know what this is? This was the first ever piece of M Against the World fan art, and it's my desktop. So you know, I love that fan art. I truly do appreciate it. It's fan art of an old time, of an old ship that is no longer shipped. It's someone that I got shipped with back my first few months of streaming. Everyone thought I was married to him, but I'm not. And this is fan art that was drawn for it, but I really like it. There's also another part in this bottom corner that you can't see because it's cropped. But yeah. So you just know if you do fan art, I'm Against the World fan art. I truly do love it, no matter how simple it is. It's simple times. Don't look too far back into the past of I'm Against the World because then you will find out who I got shipped with, and it is just kind of a disaster. Someone who definitely doesn't even know who I am, and that's okay. I don't want him to. I don't need him. No. I don't understand where that ship spawned from. You know, and that's okay. Okay, but back to coloring in. I want to try and get this done before I hit the 2-hour mark. I want to wrap this stream around 2 hours. I feel like that's a good length for a stream. So then I also have time I still have homework to do. And I work tomorrow morning, so I gotta get that homework done tonight. Dang. I think 2 hours is a good length. My favorite streamer only streams for 1 hour. Yeah, still busy. I got so much going on all the time. But don't worry, I'm gonna figure out... Ooh, this is kind of dark, actually. I don't think I'm that tan. I think I'm paler than that. This isn't... Let's lighten this a little bit, maybe. Is this better? It's a little yellowy. I'm not that yellow. Most skin tones are all in the orange range. I was looking into this the other day. Different skin tones. They're all in like the orange range. So it needs to be a little bit more orange. But like I'm not that orange. Is that any better? I feel like it's a little dark, but I think this is a lot closer. I can't tell. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I think that's closer. Skin tone is the hardest thing to match, for me at least. I think it needs a little bit more red in it. The red's already turned up all the way. Because I think my skin tone is a little bit more pink. I'm gonna be real. I can't fucking see anything. Is that closer? I honestly don't know what's going on with this anymore. Here, we're gonna erase my hand. I think that's a little bit closer, but I think it's still really bright. I think I'm way paler. I'm like a vampire. I'm not a vampire. I feel the need to disclose that. I am not a vampire. That'd be cool, though. Actually, it wouldn't be cool. It might be cool. I think there'd be perks. But there would also be, you know, like everything. There's gonna be advantages and disadvantages of being a vampire. Not having to sleep, that'd be a perk. I could stay up doing things all the time, but I do really like sleeping, so that would also be a downside. And depending on like what type of vampire lore you're looking at, because if you're like looking at like Twilight vampires, they don't need to eat, just drink blood. But then if you're looking at vampires like Carry On vampires, for example, they do need to eat and drink blood. They gotta do both. So like, would I have to do both? Would I still be able to eat? Or would I not be able to eat anymore? Because I really like Oreos, and I don't want to lose that. I also really like coffee, and I don't want to lose that either. Why am I'm not a vampire. I don't even need to be worried about this. I don't know any vampires, I think. And if I would, I wouldn't spill it on stream, because I don't leak that kind of stuff. Because then I'd have the vampire hunters after me. Here, we're gonna do this, though. We're gonna take down the saturation. I think it's a little too... We're getting closer. I think... Shit, that's the eraser. That is just the eraser. That is just the eraser. Yeah, exactly. I would never leak such a thing. Is this the same exact color? I feel like that's the same exact color. Actually, no, wait. Is that a match? Is that almost a match? I think that's the closest we're gonna get. I think that's pretty close. I think we almost got it. But I'm gonna stick with that one. I don't think I'm gonna get much closer than that. We're gonna go with this one. My little hand. Oh shit, I'm drawing on the wrong layer. I did that on purpose. I was testing you guys again. Guess what? You failed. You didn't notice. It's not like you can see, you guys can't even see the layers, but you know. All it took was a brief detour into talking about vampires. And you know what? I'll always take a detour to talk about vampires. They're pretty cool. There's all different types of vampires, all the different types of vampire lore and stuff that I'm so interested in. I think vampires are so neat. Hold on, we'll do the neck color under the hoodie so we don't have that on top of the hoodie. And then we will do the face color on the same layer as the hands. Okay. There's my little ear. You know what I like more than vampires, though? What I think is neater than vampires? I think I was always a werewolf kind of guy. I always liked the werewolves better. I had everyone convinced back in first grade that I was a werewolf. I convinced everyone. I wasn't a wolf kid. I wasn't one of those. I didn't run around pretending to be a wolf. But I was convinced I was a werewolf. And I convinced everyone else I was a werewolf. And everyone believed me. Everyone believed me for so long. But I guess when you're in elementary school, everyone believes everything or nothing. And so, I had everyone believing I was a werewolf. And my one friend was a little bit of a skeptic, and then he said, so what were you doing when it was a full moon? And I said howling, and he was like, you know what? Makes sense. I just pulled that shit out of my ass. Who knows if I would have known. If I was a werewolf back when I was a kid, I was convinced that I was, but also I was also convinced that I was a sea monster, because I had eczema when I was a kid. So if I spent too long in hot water, my skin would break out, and I used to think it was my skin becoming scales, and I was like convinced. I was like, I'm a sea monster. I'm part mermaid. I'm becoming a mermaid right now. No, it's just my skin having a reaction to me being in hot water for too long. I was convinced I was a werewolf, and I was convinced I was a sea monster for the longest time. I used to play this game with my brother and my little cousins back when I was in my Twilight phase, right? And like, I got interested in werewolves, not because of Twilight, because of Wizards of Waverly Place, I loved Mason. He was my favorite character. And then Twilight just like made me like werewolves more, and then I started looking into like all the history of werewolves and everything after that. I was like super fixated on werewolves for so long. But we used to play this game with my little cousins. I stayed at their house for a summer. Me and my brother stayed over with them, and there's this game that we called Vampire, Werewolf, Dragon, and we would basically do little contests to see which supernatural creature was the best. And I'd be a werewolf. My little cousin would be a vampire because she was crushing on Edward. And then my brother would be a dragon because he didn't like werewolves or vampires. He thought they were both dumb, so he'd be a dragon. And I was like, it's proven that werewolves are faster than vampires because they used to hunt vampires, so they have to be faster because they're natural enemies. So I'm going to be faster because I'm a werewolf. It's just how it is. And she would get so mad at me. And then we would have a race. And like, she's a good 6 years younger. 6 years? How old am I? I'm almost 21. Oh God, she's not 6 years younger than me, is she? I think she's only like 4 years, 5 years younger than me. Whatever. But she's younger, she's smaller. So I was like, how old was I? I don't know. I was a good age. I was at the age where I was really fast, and I like just started my growth spurt, so I was really tall. And we would all line up, and I was still taller than my brother and faster than my brother. This is before my brother had his growth spurt. Now he is like 6'2", and he towers over me, unfortunately, despite him being younger. But I was the fastest and the biggest and the strongest because I was the oldest, and that's how it worked when you were little. And we would have little races to see who was fastest, the vampires, the werewolves, or the dragons. And I would always win everything. It was rigged. I rigged it. They had no clue. They thought they'd be able to beat me because they're small and innocent, and I was big. And I just was stronger because I was larger. And it was a whole thing. I remember. That was so goofy. I bet if I bring it up, they'll be like, what are you talking about? But like, I just remember, it was so ridiculous. Like those games you play with kids, like they're just all ridiculous. Especially with like younger siblings or younger family members. Like, as the oldest, before everyone like gets old enough to be fast or big or strong, like if you're the oldest, you're gonna be the strongest when you're like a little kid. That's just how it normally is. And I was the oldest, I was the biggest, I had the longest legs. So I was always bigger and faster and stronger at everything. And like, I was like, werewolves can do this and werewolves can do that. And she was like, no, they can't. Vampires can do that too. And I was like, well, do it then. And I would do it because I could. And then she wouldn't be able to do it. It was, oh, I feel so bad. I completely ruined all semblance of confidence that both her and my brother had when we were little. That's so awful. That's so awful. I was such an awful older family member. What? It's the competitive nature in me. I couldn't. Okay, sorry, I got way off track. But vampires are cool. Dragons are also really cool. I really like dragons. But I was so like dead set on that werewolves were better than vampires that I had to prove it. Otherwise I would have been a dragon. But my brother didn't want to be associated with me, so he probably would have changed it to be something else. Ah! Sorry, my camera just died. Give me a second. I think that was a good length of time that my battery lasted right then. My battery normally only lasts like an hour. It's been like almost, it's been an hour and a half, so that's a good length of time. Switching out the battery. I need to get a camera that like, it doesn't have a separate battery, that I can just plug it into a power source, so I don't have to worry about it dying. I need one of those. Okay, anyways, back on track. That was a huge sidetrack. Does anyone else have like, did anyone else do that? Played a game with our cousins on Christmas Eve, and the whole shtick was that we were all judgy Valley girls. Routinely rated each other's performances as yes queen, I was very yes queen, or -12. Oh my god. Kind of iconic. Was that just this year? I love that. Some of my other cousins, I got a lot of cousins. Oh my gosh, I love that. That's amazing. Yeah, some of my other cousins, we we're all around the same age. So when we were younger, okay, as you guys know, I'm in love with Nick Jonas, right? That's not news. I've got a framed picture of him right back there. You know, I'm in love with Nick Jonas. If you subscribe or if you like follow, he is the little guy that comes up. He's my little gift that comes up. So we'd play celebrities, and I was in love with Nick Jonas, but my older cousin also really liked Nick Jonas, and she's like 5 years older. She was the oldest. She was the furthest away. The rest of us were all like back to back in ages, so it was like 1 year apart, 2 years apart, and then one of them was the same age as me. She's the one who was in my UK vlog. So we were all like similar in age, so we would play celebrities, and I would be Demi Lovato, which, oh my god, that explains so much about me. I'd always be Demi Lovato because we had similar hair, right? Because back when Demi was in Camp Rock, Demi had like the bangs, and I had bangs when I was that age. Demi Lovato uses they them pronouns too. Wait. Oh my god, the foreshadowing. But my older cousin, she was more in tune with like pop culture and stuff than I was. And so she knew that Nick Jonas was dating Miley Cyrus, and she didn't think to tell me because she wanted to be dating Nick Jonas in this game. So she would be Miley Cyrus, and me and her would be fighting over Nick Jonas. And then I don't know what the rest of our cousins. My brother would be someone. I think my brother was always Kevin Jonas or something because that was his favorite Jonas brother. I think my one cousin, he was always Joe. So we would turn on the movie and we pretend like we were performing the musical numbers from it. It was great. Because there's only so many guy celebrities that we could think of from Disney Channel. So they would just pick the two Jonas brothers that weren't Nick. I told them they couldn't be Nick and they wouldn't be Nick. But I remember, oh my god, that's so wild. I didn't even realize that. I would always pretend to be Demi Lovato. I'd play Demi Lovato when we played Celebrity when I was a little kid. And now Demi identifies with they, them pronouns. So do I. Oh my god. It's also wild because I would be Demi because I was like, if I'm Demi Lovato, I can date Nick Jonas. Demi never dated Nick. They dated Joe. But Nick and Demi never dated. They were friends. I don't think they talk anymore. I'm not up to date with their friendship anymore, but I know that I think because of like some of the issues that Demi was having, it was just really hard for the guys to keep watching them go through it. I don't know though. Don't come to me for information on your celebrities. I don't know anything. I know nothing. Absolutely nothing. We're gonna do white right here for my teeth. My little teeth. Yeah. I gotta get back on track. We're running out of time. I got 20 minutes until I hit the 2-hour mark, and then I will be going into overtime. But we don't want to get overtime. We want to finish this out here and now. Okay. The next part is gonna be figuring out the hair color. This is gonna be rough. This is gonna be real rough. Okay. So my hair's like brownish. It's like a light brown. It's yeah. I don't know. I don't remember. I wish I had the color code for the brown that I used on the old emotes because I like that color. I think that color was a pretty good color brown. But I guess we're just gonna figure it out. Okay, this is like a good base brown to start with. That's not. I think we need to go more into the yellow tones. A little bit. Just a tiny bit. Not like crazy. Oh, that's too yellow. It's like poo. Okay, I think that's a good shade. I think that's about right. Let's see. Let's test it. Hold on. I think that's a pretty close match. It's not exact. I think it's gonna be hard to do my exact hair color. But I think that's close enough. You can identify that's supposed to be my hair. Yeah, that's pretty close. Okay. I think the hair is gonna be the hardest part, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Okay, we'll do the little parts back there. I can't believe I got so off track again. I would have had this done already if I didn't get off task thinking about other things. Talking about other things. It's hard to talk and draw at the same time. Yeah, it's a classic M moment. Okay, we're just gonna hope for the best. Hope for the best. This music's also making me feel like I have to rush. Stop, I don't need to rush that much. I still have plenty of time. I have plenty of time. That's what happens when you listen to Mario Kart music, though. It makes you feel like you have to rush everywhere. I listen to it when I have to clean my room. Like, if my room's really bad, or if, like, a room in the house is really bad, I listen to Mario Kart music, and it makes me, like, 10 times more productive. If that makes any sense. I hope that made some sense. Okay, I think I'm gonna do, like, a slightly lighter shade for the buzzed sides deal. I know this isn't what my hair looks like. Right now, but I didn't do my hair today. I just hope for the best. I just went, you know, my hair needs a break from all the heat that I put on it, so we're gonna not do it. It's fine. I only had one class, so it's okay. It's all good. Okay, but slightly lighter. That is a lot lighter. You know what? It's fine. You know what? I think it's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything is going to be okay. We'll do this. Yeah. I like that. I think that looks good. Ignore that I don't have eyes. Ignore that I don't have... I have eyes. I have eyes. Quick, I gotta put the eyes on. Shit. Okay, hold on. Okay. There's one. I can't get this one right. There we go. Why is one? Hold on. I have to fix it. There we go. Yeah. Now I just got to do the little outline and we should be done. I can do that in 20 minutes. Yeah. Amazing. Look at that. We're so on top of it. We're doing so great. Okay, let me do the little line for the teeth. Here, I gotta show the 2 rows of teeth. I'll do that on the same thing right here. Oh shit, I fucked up. Okay, boom. Shit, that is way too big. I need 1 pixel. Nope, I'm gonna leave it like that. We are not going to add in a line for the teeth because that was terrifying. Done. I will fill in the rest of the mouth though with the white. Why was that so terrifying? It was gonna look good. In theory, it was gonna look nice. In execution, it did kind of look like braces. Yeah, you're right. Okay. We'll start at the top and work our way down with the outlining, I think. I think that's a good move. So let's do a slightly darker shade of brown. So I'll do the little lines here, and then I will go through and line the rest. Like that. So we can see that. think this brown might have been too dark, but you know what? It's gonna be fine. Everything is under control. I did that on purpose. I did that on purpose. It is a little bit too dark. I think it's a little too dark. I think it's a tiny bit too dark. We're gonna lighten her up. Oh my god, and I drew it on the wrong layer. Okay, let's just Control Z our way out of this. Control Z our way out of this. New layer. Boom. Turn this back on. We're gonna try this again. And then do there. Do there. Oh, now that's too light. Okay. We're gonna try this one more time. We're gonna try like that. Because keep in mind, it's gonna be super tiny. It's a little tiny guy. I think that's a better color. It's a better shade. No, actually, this one's not too light. Shit. How do I go back? Go back. Go back. It looks a little bit light up close, but that's because of all the like boxes and stuff that I have to look at on the screen. It's important when you're doing art this close up to zoom out and look at it. That's something I forget to do when I do like small art. Because like when you're doing like physical art, which is what I'm used to, you don't really have to zoom out to like look at the whole thing. Like it might help if you like sit back, but like it's easier to remember to sit back and look at it than it is to like zoom out and be like, yo. But like, look, you can tell that there's like colors going on in there, from a distance. Yeah. I'm actually having a lot of fun. I don't know why I've never done a drawing stream before. Why have I never done a drawing stream before? Why is this my first time doing a drawing stream? I'm actually going to take this, though, and make this part lighter, because I don't love this. Yeah, let me do this. No, but why have I never, I'm having so much fun. This is a good time. This is a lot more laid back than like having a more structured stream, I think. And I'm able to just kind of do whatever I feel like doing. Structured streams sometimes stress me out. Well, I think there's good in them. You know, like, oh shit, what did I do? I did that. Like, I think the Smash or Pass MCU will be fun once I get it working. But it's hard to, like, go off script with that one, because, like, if you go off script too much, then you, like, start derailing the whole thing. And after, like, you put in so much work, like, planning it and putting it all together, like, I've put in a lot of hours trying to get all the stuff ready for it. And, of course, it's not working. Of course it's not working when I have everything ready for it. I think it's because, I'm trying to do it in my art program. And I've got too many layers going on. I think I have to just do it straight in OBS like I did with my tier list when I did that. Because I think I have too many images. And it doesn't like that I'm changing the sizes of them so much. Oh, look at that. Okay, let's do his little hand. Oh god, I put the arms on the wrong layer, haven't I? Where's the arms? There they are. Okay. So we got the little hands. Let's do this arm. I shouldn't do them on this layer. What layer am I on? There we go. Different layer. There's that arm. We'll put this hand on top of that. And then let's do the black arm, the black sleeve. It's all coming together. Look at that. I don't know what that was. We're gonna pretend like that didn't happen. I have to fill in this part. I don't quite like how that... Hoodies are normally a little bit baggier. So hoodie, yeah. I'm looking at all the wrong layers now. Cancel. Okay, let's fix this really quick right there. Amazing. I think we just have to do the little outline on the flag. Yeah, and then we're done. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, let's do this flag outline. That's not doing anything. That's already that color of black. I kind of love it. It's actually really cute. Okay, let's export this bad boy. Ace Pride. And then we're gonna switch to this. I'm gonna pull up my Twitch. And look at that, we're wrapping up just on time. I have time to chat for a few minutes before I have to dip. Let me just... Emotes. Which one are we getting rid of? We're getting rid of for gore. Remove from slot. We're gonna upload Ace Pride. And if you refresh the chat, we should be able to use it. We should be able to use it. Look at that. Amazing. That is actually so exciting. I'm so happy. I got 2 amazing emotes today. Okay, let me close out of this. We're gonna save, yes. I'm gonna save this one so I can reuse it for other pride flags, I think. Okay, let me move y'all over here. I forgot that I changed my thing. There we go. Now it's the right color. Oh my god. Well, this was fun. I think I should do this again soon. I think I want to raid someone who's live right now. So anyone, or any of my mutuals live right now. Let me go back to Twitch. Let me figure this out. I haven't raided anyone in a while. Let's get that old raid going in there. Oh no, none of my mutuals are live. Shut up. Sorry, I forgot I didn't have Twitch muted. I don't know. I don't know if there's anyone that I want to raid. None of my favorites are live at the moment. Actually, I think I have someone. How does everyone feel about me raiding someone who's playing Minecraft? Does that sound alright? Sorry, I'm figuring out who I'm gonna raid. Yeah? Okay, this is someone I follow on TikTok. I like them. They're pretty cool. But thank you everyone for hanging out and stopping by. This was a lot of fun. I very much enjoyed it. I'm definitely going to be doing it again sometime soon. We have 3 more slots to fill, and then we still have the tier 2 and the tier 3 emotes. I think I should do more of these. I actually really enjoyed this. I can't believe I've always kind of like written this off. I do want to do something similar to this. I want to do like a painting stream soon, but that requires a lot of setup. But I want to do a painting stream. But yeah, I think this was fun. Thank you everyone for stopping in. I appreciate it. I have one of the most fun I've had streaming in a while. That's for sure. We are going to raid someone. Let me figure out. Do I remember how to raid? I don't know if I remember how to raid. It's been a minute. I'm gonna try and send you guys on your way. We lost some of our people. That's okay. I'm gonna try and send you on your way before the ad plays. So, yep, I appreciate everyone. You guys have a great night. I know it's later for some of you than it is for others, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I hope you guys enjoy this person that I'm about to raid. I find them pretty entertaining, so let me know what you think next time I stream. But yeah, thank you. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. I don't know when, but I'll see you very soon. Everyone, please stick around for the raid. Please stick around for the raid. I will see you guys later. How many people are gonna raid? 3 are ready to raid. Yes, let's do it. I will see you guys soon. Goodbye!